If you're over 50 and thinking about buying an ATV in 2026, this video might save you thousands of dollars and possibly your back. Because here's the truth nobody tells you. The best ATV for a 25-year-old thrill seeker is usually the wrong machine for a 55-year-old rider who wants comfort, confidence, and reliability. Today, we're breaking down the top 15 ATVs to buy in 2026 for riders 50 plus. Whether you're in the forests of Canada, the ranchlands of Texas, or the countryside of Europe. We'll talk comfort, stability, ease of use, power delivery, and long-term ownership. And halfway through, I'm going to share something that most first-time senior buyers overlook. Let's get into it. First, let's start smart and practical. The Arctic Cat Altera 300. If you're brand new to riding, this is one of the most unintimidating entry points into the ATV world. It's lightweight, easy to handle, and the throttle response is smooth, not jumpy. For riders 50 plus, especially those returning to riding after decades, that matters. It's not about speed, it's about control. Now, if you want just a little more capability, especially for property maintenance or light trail riding, step up to the Arctic Cat Altera 450. This one offers better torque without becoming overwhelming. The riding position is upright and natural, which reduces fatigue on longer rides. And if you're thinking, I want something I won't outgrow in 2 years, then the Arctic Cat Altera 600 might be your sweet spot. More power, better suspension, still predictable. Here's something to think about. How much power do you really need? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Are you buying for trail riding, hunting, farm work, or just recreation? Your answer changes everything. Now let's talk about value. CF Moto has become a serious contender in North America and Europe. The CF Moto C-Force 500 is one of the best bang-for-the-buck machines out there. It's comfortable, stable, and comes well-equipped without the premium price tag. For many riders over 50 who are budgeting carefully, this makes a lot of sense. The CF Moto C-Force 600 adds more torque and improved ride quality. It's ideal if you're riding two up occasionally or hauling heavier loads. And then there's the CF Moto C-Force 850 style. Now we're stepping into serious performance territory, but still at a competitive price. This is for experienced riders who want strong acceleration without jumping into the ultra-premium price category. But here's the question. At 50 plus, is maximum horsepower actually the goal? Or is smooth, predictable delivery more important? Let's shift to reliability legends. The Honda 4Trax Foreman 4x4 has built a reputation over decades. Honda engineering is about longevity. If you're the type who keeps equipment for 15 to 20 years, this machine deserves attention. Then there's the Honda 4Trax Foreman Rubicon 4x4. Upgraded comfort, better suspension options, and that signature Honda dependability. For rural property owners, this is one of the safest long-term bets in the industry. Now, I know someone watching this is thinking about sportier options. Yes, machines like the Honda TRX 450R exist. Lightweight, aggressive, race-inspired. But let's be honest, for most riders over 50, especially beginners, this style demands more physical effort and delivers a harsher ride. Same goes for pure sport machines, like the Yamaha YFZ 450R or the Yamaha Raptor 700. They're thrilling, but they're not designed with comfort and stability as the top priority. If you disagree, tell me why in the comments. I'd love to hear from experienced senior riders who prefer sport quads. Now let's talk balanced power. The Kawasaki Brute Force 450 4x4 is a fantastic mid-size machine. Manageable weight, dependable power, and great for wooded trails. If you want more muscle, the Kawasaki Brute Force 750 4x4i brings serious torque. This is ideal for hauling, snow plowing, or steep terrain, especially in mountainous areas of the US or Europe. But here's where we step into premium territory. The Polaris Sportsman 450 HO is one of the most senior-friendly machines on the market. Comfortable suspension, smooth power, excellent ergonomics. Then we move to the Polaris Sportsman 850. This one gives you power without being reckless. It's stable at speed, planted in corners, and surprisingly comfortable. And if you want top-tier capability, the Polaris Sportsman XP 1000 delivers massive torque and premium suspension. But again, ask yourself, will you use that full power? Now, let's talk about the heavy hitters from Can-Am. The Can-Am Outlander 850 strikes a strong balance between performance and ride comfort. It's powerful but controllable. The Can-Am Outlander 1000R is a beast. Incredible acceleration, advanced suspension. But this is not a beginner machine. For a more aggressive stance, there's the Can-Am Renegade 850 and the extreme Can-Am Renegade 1000R. These are performance-driven quads, exciting, responsive, and powerful. But here's the honest conversation. At 50 plus, are you chasing adrenaline or longevity? Now let's not forget Suzuki. The Suzuki King Quad 400 is simple, reliable, and unintimidating. The Suzuki King Quad 500 adds usable torque while staying manageable. And the Suzuki King Quad 750 competes directly with larger displacement machines while maintaining that classic Suzuki balance. And finally, Yamaha's workhorses. The Yamaha Kodiak 700 might be one of the most underrated ATVs for riders over 50. It's compact but powerful, with excellent reliability. The Yamaha Grizzly 700 steps it up with better suspension and trail comfort. If you're riding long distances, this matters more than peak horsepower. Now, here's the critical advice I promised earlier. For riders 50 plus, suspension quality, seat comfort, power steering availability, and ease of mounting and dismounting matter more than top speed. Your knees, your shoulders, your lower back, they'll remind you if you choose wrong. Test ride if possible. Sit on the machine for more than 5 minutes. Think long term. And most importantly, buy the ATV that matches your lifestyle, not your ego. So now I want to hear from you. Are you buying your first ATV at 50 plus? Are you upgrading from something older? Which of these machines are you seriously considering for 2026? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Your experience might help someone else make the right decision. If this breakdown helped you, stay tuned. Because next we'll compare mid-size versus full-size ATVs specifically for senior riders and break down maintenance costs over 5 years. Ride smart, ride comfortable, and I'll see you in the next one.